When you're working or even just learning new things, getting your hands on the right tools and finding them fast, it's really crucial.
Absolutely. Speed matters. There's just so much out there. Finding the right fit quickly is key.
Yeah, which is why, we often check out AIagentstore.ai. It's just a pretty simple way to see what AI agents are available.
It really is. Very straightforward layout, helps you see the options.
And browsing there recently, one particular listing caught our eye.
Mm-hmm.
So we thought, okay, for this look at the source material, let's just focus on that one listing. The agent's called Parahelp.
Right.
And the mission is simple. Figure out what Parahelp is all about using only the info provided right there on its page on the AI Agent Store site.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. Just
Okay.
taking their own description at face value.
Exactly. So let's dive in. First up, according to that listing, what is Parahelp?
Well, the listing calls it an AI support agent. Pretty clear label.
An AI support agent.
Yeah.
Okay. And its main job, what does it claim to do?
Its main function, as they describe it, is resolving complex support tickets end to end.
End to end. That sounds ambitious for complex tickets.
Yeah, the end-to-end part seems important in their description. It suggests, handling the whole thing, not just parts of it, especially for trickier issues.
Okay, so how does it supposedly do that? How does it manage that end-to-end thing?
According to the page, it taps into your existing knowledge bases.
Right, your FAQs and docs.
Exactly. And also your standard operating procedures, your SOPs. Plus, it integrates with tools you're likely already using.
Integrations, always key.
Yeah.
What tools does the listing mention?
It lists Slack, Stripe, Retool, and Linear specifically.
Okay, standard stuff.
But it puts a special emphasis on Zendesk and Intercom. And here's the interesting bit.
Yeah.
It says integrating with Zendesk and Intercom requires no engineering effort.
No engineering effort, really, for platforms like Zendesk and Intercom.
That's what the listing claims. It's definitely a major selling point they're highlighting, suggesting it's easy for, say, a support manager to set up without needing developers.
That's interesting. Okay, what else? The listing mentions an autonomy level.
It does. It puts it at 84%.
84%. That's oddly specific. How do they justify that number on the page?
Well, the description ties that 84% back to its ability to do that end-to-end resolution of complex tickets we talked about.
Okay.
And its tool integrations, how it uses the knowledge bases, and its power to actually process actions, things like handling refunds or reporting bugs, apparently autonomously.
So the autonomy is linked to specific actions it can take independently.
Seems like it, based on their description.
Got it. Now, based purely on this listing, who is this agent supposed to be best for? Who's the target user?
It lists customer support managers, CX leads.
So people running support teams.
Right. Also product managers and technical support engineers. A mix, but all involved in support or product feedback loops.
And what about use cases? What specific problems does the listing say Parahelp solves?
The main ones listed are automating those complex tickets end-to-end, like we said.
Right.
Integrating AI smoothly into Zendesk or Intercom workflows.
The no engineering angle again.
Exactly. Enhancing support team efficiency without needing engineers and providing consistent support.
Makes sense. The listing also mentions pricing is contact for pricing.
Yep, no number listed. And it's closed source.
Good to know. What about tags or industries? Anything revealing there?
Yeah, the tags listed are software development, customer service, and business automation.
So reinforcing that customer support focus.
Absolutely. It all points back to automating customer service, resolving tickets, and those integrations are mentioned again, Slack, Stripe, Retool, Linear, Zendesk, Intercom. They really hammer those home.
And there's even a mention of a related video.
Yeah, titled State-of-the-Art Prompting for AI Agents, suggests they might be using some advanced techniques under the hood, though the listing itself doesn't detail them.
Okay, so putting it all together just from this listing, Parahelp presents itself as this AI support agent with a high specific autonomy level, 84%, focused squarely on handling complex tickets from start to finish.
And doing that by plugging into existing knowledge and, crucially, integrating easily, especially with Zendesk and Intercom, without needing engineers involved.
It paints a pretty clear picture.
It does, and it makes you think, doesn't it? If an agent can achieve something close to 84% autonomy on complex tasks, pulling from knowledge bases and tools, what does that really mean for how support teams might function day to day in the, near future? Where does the human focus shift?
That's definitely something to consider. And if you want to check out the Parahelp listing yourself or explore other agents, you can find them over at AIagentstore.ai.
Worth a browse.
Thanks for reading this look at the source material.